Light Tech is cured, Warrior's cured, Snosmo is now Legend Abomination. We should probably think about doing some more upgrades here. We have resources we can exchange. We can start trading heirlooms. I should think about trading my heirlooms more to like maximize our potential of upgrading buildings. I should really get around to that, but first we'll decide what next mission we're going to go on here. Then we'll sort out all the stuff in the town, maybe like do some upgrades by trading some heirlooms here. So what can we do? We can go to the Weald. Clear the path for the boss. Progress 100%. We've already cleared the path to the boss, right though? We've cleared all the bosses, so I guess the Weald is now maxed out. Assumably level 7 is the max level for something, because we have just killed the last boss, I think, in the Weald. We've killed both the Weald champion bosses. I think that is maxed out now. Not sure what that actually means, but I guess it's maxed out now. Maybe if we do one more quest it'll go up to level 8, still not too sure. Warrens, I mean we could go on a veteran or champion quest. But it would be nice to get an Ancestor's Handkerchief for the sake of going to the Warrens, because there's pigs that can cause diseases to you. And there's a lot of enemies that can cause bleed to you generally in the Warrens, so the handkerchief would be nice for that. You can get Ancestor's Pen for better melee skills. That'd be really nice to have a pen. It's a long mission, so we'd have to rush it. So explore 90% of rooms. I think we want to get away with a medium champion quest here if we can. So maybe we can't go on an apprentice quest. We could go on a medium veteran quest in the Warrens. We do have a veteran team that can do it. Get Poison Herb for the Plague Doctor. Really not too fussed on that. I suppose it's okay to have, but I prefer the Blasphemous File, whatever it is. Couldn't hurt to have it though. Medium veteran quest. Let's go ahead and do that. Do we have a team that can actually work in this? Medium veteran quest. Warren could come to the Warrens. It seems okay. Also seems very appropriate for Warren Turtle to go to the Warrens. I only just thought about that. Is he good in the Warrens? Nah, he's just kind of meh. But still, it'd be funny to bring Warren Turtle to the Warrens. Hartman, you're very good in the Cove. But besides that, you're still pretty decent. Even... yeah, let's go and get a party getting going here. Warren, Hartman, random. Stun resist, dodge, stun resist, improve stress reduction, better melee skill damage. Pfft, that's terrible. You're a Warren's phobe, so I'd rather not bring you random. Aeroth, you're not bad in the Warrens. You're slower on the first round, which kind of sucks because we have 2 units to benefit from. We have 2 units who are benefiting from marks right now. I think we bring Aeroth definitely because he has a mark, and we have 2 units that really benefit from marks. And then we could bring a 4th unit. We could purposely bring a unit who isn't level 3 yet to get them up to level 3. But then obviously when we get a new apprentice, we will not be able to go on another apprentice mission. Now we should hold off on our apprentices for now. Even though random suffering more stress damage in the Warrens, I think we just bring him anyway. So let's get random here. Which way around should you two go? I think you usually put an obelisk right at the back, and then you can have our occultist in the 3rd spot. Okay then, medium mission in the Warrens. Let's go and sort out your trinkets, then we'll sort out your blacksmithing skills, but firstly the trinket. I think seeing as you're naturally getting more stress damage in the Warrens will give you the stress book immediately. Where's that stress book to lower that stress? Book of Sanity. We can give you the Fuseman's Matchstick for 10% more damage, plus 3% crit, and extra speed. That seems really good. Would be nice to give you the Bullseye Bandana as well, though. We could just suffer the 20% more stress damage. Now it might not be the worst idea, and we'll go for a lot of damage on you. I like having accuracy trinkets on our units. How accurate are these? To be fair, you have a high base on your abilities anyway, so... now we'll give you the stress reduction as well as the... even more... like, the good damage, just general good all-around range trinket. Aroth. None of these things are going to be great in the Warrens in terms of trophies, so we'll ignore those for now. We'll give you the quick draw trinket so you can get a first round mark, despite, you know, being slower naturally with your slow draw. Hopefully the quick draw charm will negate your slow draw charm in a way. Might do. Although it could be bad for us. You know what? We could just give you even more speed and dodge with the Feather Crystal. Let's do that just to make sure you definitely go first at the start of the round. I like that idea. Guarantee you go first for that mark. Because 3 of our units are benefiting from it. We have a mark squad right now. We need to make sure you go first. And that slow draw is really biting us in the butt. Hartman. We got any good exclusive trinkets? Change to Dark Souls. Lol, no. To be fair, that was only 5 votes to 3, so no, I'm not changing to Dark Souls just because there was a vote of 5 to 3 in favour of Dark Souls. I'm playing it tomorrow, I'm playing it on Friday, deal with that. I'm playing Darkest Dungeon today. We've only literally got like 40 minutes left as well, so there's really no point. 2 more speed for no disbenefit. I kind of just prefer the Feather Crystal. 1 turtle. We could buff your bleed skill chance. Have you got a decent bleed skill buff? More scouting chance if torchlight is low. More trap disarm. More dodge speed but less debuff resist. More dodge, less damage. I think we'll give you the agility whistle for that dodge and speed. I don't really care about debuffs. Ancestor's Lantern. I think we'll give you the Sun Ring for some extra damage but a bit more stress. 10% stress isn't that bad, so I'm sure you'll be fine. And then finally, Hartman here. We want damage from Hartman, but could use the Feather Crystal for a bit more speed too. Wouldn't hurt, would it? Yeah, I mean, you're naturally doing more damage for Torchlight's high, so we can get a bit of speed here, a bit more dodge. And then we'll give you the... damage head, maybe? Hard to say. Raw damage. You're a raw damage unit, so we should give you some raw damage. Do we give you a head? I don't like 20% more stress damage. We could negate the... We could use the Legendary Bracer here for a slightly less annoying debuff. Although I like having a fast bounty hunter, so no. We won't lower our speed with the Legendary Bracer. Could use a lantern. We could use a lantern for some more surprises. It couldn't hurt to have, right? 10% more stress damage isn't a huge deal. 20 is kind of annoying, but 10 isn't too bad. Let's get a bit more chance to surprise. Alright, all the trinkets are equipped. Now time to consult the guild here. Skills are fine. Your skills are not fine. Although, what position are you guys in? What order are you guys in? Is this the right setup to have? No, Warren should be in the second spot. Warren in the second spot, so he can still use Hound's Rush. Are you guys alright there in the chat? Usually when the word Nazis and the F word starts getting used, I'm going to have to advise the mods to start moderating the viewers here. So please, can you guys avoid racial slurs or, you know, questionable topics? Please just, you know, behave, you guys. Oh, goodbye, Blue Sheep. Thanks for watching, man. And just because you're not typing out the full swear word, you're like getting rid of a letter or you're putting in a star, it's still against the rules, man. So please do not swear in the chat. We'd have to use uppercut if we're right at the front, wouldn't we? We can't use flashbang unless we're in the back 3 spots. Uppercut, finish here, mark for death and collect bounty are all fine. These are all fine as well. Aeroth's abilities are all fine. Probably want to get rid of Hands of the Abyss for weird reconstruction. And these are all fine abilities. Okay, some random guy. You have all the things you need. Okay, cool. Now it's just the sake of checking for upgrades and also checking the blacksmith. Warren has good equipment, you have good equipment, you had a good equipment, and you need a bit better equipment. You're all kitted out in equipment, still got 13k gold left. Hartman, Upgrade that uppercut, maybe? Now, we'll avoid upgrading the uppercut for now, because we're most likely just going to be DPS racing with the mark, followed by 3 units that are going to benefit from that mark. Aeroth, we'll upgrade your stab, we'll upgrade your heal, we'll upgrade the mark, and we'll also upgrade the pool. Oh, no, do not right click, left click. We're not going to be using Sniper's Mark, because that's going to be our healer's job. Healer / marker. Warren, okay, you're all good to go. Let's check Survivalist just in case some of you don't have 4 skills, you have 4 skills, you have 4 skills, you have 4 skills, and you have 4 skills. Alright, let's leave then. Nothing else left to do. Medium veteran mission in the Warrens. Provision up. We've got our dog treats, of course. What are we doing in this dungeon, by the way, out of interest? We're just doing room battles. Alright, we have to do every room battle, so... Medium mission, 1 camp out, which means 16 food guaranteed. I'll bring 20 though. And then we'll bring medicinal herbs on the off chance we find a meat cart. 1 skeleton key in case it's secret room. We've already got a bandage, so maybe we just hold on to the 1 bandage we naturally bring. It's only a medium mission, it's not that bad. We'll bring 12 torches and 3 shovels. 3 shovels, 12 torches, 20 food plus more medicinal herbs if we find a meat table or trolley. And secret room insurance in the form of a skeletal key. Alright, I think we're good to go, right? Yeah. We could bring anti-venom on the off chance that, you know, them munching enemies can cause blight on us, but they're not as common as enemies that cause bleed. Plus, our heals can cause bleed, so that helps out too. Alright, let's go. Should we bring a holy water on the off chance we find like an effigy or something? Maybe. I'll bring 1 holy water just in case we find something eldritch we want to purify. You never know. It could work out for us. Might be able to purge a negative quirk if we find the right thing. So let's go for that. That seems like a good command. Just a warn command. Just to let you know. I'm not going to time you out yet. But, you know, pay attention to the rules. That's a useful little command. Yeah, that's a good idea, mods. Keep it up.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
The Jason swear command I'm not too keen on, but I appreciate that command. Okay, let's get started here. We've got a lot of battles coming up, so this is going to be quite the long medium mission from the looks of it. We do get a surprise. Thank you, Lantern. Good times are abound. Do we focus down the Reaver, or do we focus down the Slavering Ghoul? I think we can probably kill the Ghoul in 1 turn with 3 marked attacks. That is some pretty good damage right there. Hounds rush you for 8 to 14. 12 damage and a bleed. Now we collect bounty on your face. Crit for 27. And all we have to do... Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Okay. That worked out extremely well. Do we mark you, or do we go for the blind fire? I think we go for the blind fire on the off chance we did hit this guy. But sadly we hit the Ghoul. Butcher's Cut will do 4. We didn't get bled or debuff, so that's great. And now our Reaver friend's going to die. He's not marked, sadly, but we can live with it. To be fair, like, we can either do a blind fire for 4 to 9 damage, or we could mark him. Oh no, we can't even mark him. Okay, we have to blind fire then. Kind of wanted to collect bounty on his face, even though he's not marked. Still 7 to 14. There's 13 there. Hound's Rush might get the kill. 6 to 11. Okay, there's the kill. We've got a really decent damage team here. We can kill a Ghoul in 1 turn, thanks to the mark your face and then get hit by 3 units to take advantage of the mark combo. That's a very long name to explain the build, but it seems to work. I can't believe that there isn't a preset name for the party composition that involves 3 units that benefit from mark plus a unit can mark. Like, there should just... That party sub should naturally be called Mark Squad or something. Because this is the Mark Squad setup. I suppose there are a few more units that benefit from marks, but this is just basically Mark Squad. Oh, random outsped. Why is random so speedy? I didn't realise how speedy random was, but... Oh, does he have faster speed on the first round? That's a bit weird. Why are you so fast right now? Oh, yeah. Blind fire. You blind fired twice and you got a massive speed buff, so that kind of worked against us in a way. We'll hit the spawn here for 16. That is truly a sad day. Warren might be able to outspeed the spawn here and hit it with a... I think we'll just go for the guarantee kill here. Or, you know, miss. Does get a vomit off. I did not want that. And then we get the dodge. That makes up for it. Now we can just hound Harry and then kill the spawn as well as weakening the other units.
Maintain the offensive.
Do we mark you? Neither of you have protection, so the mark isn't that great. I think we'll just collect bounty for now. I think we'll just fight these units without the benefit of a mark for now. Actually, we could focus down the little unit. All Tentacle Devour. That's usually very, very deadly. That's like a very high damage attack. At least when it crits you. You'll die to a sniper shot. We'll just hit you with a sniper shot, sure.
Annihilated.
Warren. It's a beast, so we're doing more damage. Could stun it though. 154 base. Yeah, it's very likely to stun it, so we may as well, you know, avoid an attack here. Is the face to enter the giveaway is going to be the same for all streams? Yeah. Every single stream I do for Tro from now on, unless it's a special occasion, every Monday I'm going to be starting the stream at 7. Oh, finish him will do more damage against the marked target, so let's use that for the sake of extra damage. In this case, it's actually better, I think. Probably should have checked that before I went through with it, but too late now. Would the mark do more than the stab? I think we just go for the kill now. Go for the stab. It's probably going to do more for us than the mark will. This guy's basically dead by his next turn. I suppose we could have healed ourselves to like 4 HP, but really doesn't matter that much. And there's the kill. But yeah, every Monday for the Tro stream, I'll start the Tro stream in 15 minutes after it starts. I will start the giveaways. Use a holy water here. Oh, holy water doesn't work on this. Okay, then I thought holy water worked on the sacrificial stone. I don't know what you're supposed to use on this, but I'm pretty sure it's sometimes bad and it causes stress, so I'm not going to use it. I thought you could have, I swear you could have used a holy water on that, but apparently not. Alright, what are you guys saying right now? In terms of the Tro streams every Monday, yeah, it'll be... I start the stream up at 7, I open the giveaway app at 7:15 and start taking in entrance. Then every 15 minutes after that, one code will be rolled off. After I roll the third code off at 8 o'clock, then I will... Do we defuse here with you? Oh, actually, our Houndmaster's a better disarmer. Like, Warren's a better disarmer just because he's a higher level, I suppose. At 8 o'clock, after we've given away the third code, we will end up claiming afterwards and giving away the last 4 codes to a lot more people, of course, because, you know, proclamations and all that. Next room. It's another battle. And it's got treasure in it, so we're going to use our key up in this chest most likely. We get another surprise, that's great, against these overgrown spiders here, that is really good. Do we just go for the kill here? I don't think there's any point in marking the units, I think we just go for the kill instead. There's 6 damage. Hound's Rush for 9 to 16. It's more likely to get a guaranteed kill, so we should just hit the units it's going to guarantee kill. There's 15 damage there. Back to the pit with you indeed. 7 to 16. There's 13. And 8 to 17. Oh, it gets a dodge. So 2 of them do get to attack. There's a bite coming in for 3 damage. And a blight. That kind of sucks. We can't treat that, but we'll just heal it off eventually. Another 3 damage, and we resist the blight. So not too bad in the end of the day. Let's kill the overgrown spitter. And hopefully kill the Weber as well. Yep, we do get to go before you, so now you're dead too, sir. Oh, there's an anti-venom. We may as well just use it immediately. We haven't got much inventory space, so we'll save the minuscule amount of damage with that anti-venom right there. Skeleton key. Yeah, I think we use the skeleton key. We could always replace our citron if we have to. Another holy water. Some more gold. Do we trade a jade or a citron for 100 gold? I mean, we're eventually going to get a stack of gold, so it's probably going to end up replacing it anyway. So we'll just plan ahead for the future. We get a moonshine barrel, so we can get a 20% damage buff until camp. That might not be the worst idea. 20% damage buff until camp. It's probably pretty good. Who would we use it on? We'd have to, like, take the assumption, though, that we wouldn't suffer 3 more hunger penalties. I think we go for the Moonshine Battle for a damage buff here. Who needs it the most? I'm not too sure. Hartman's naturally doing more damage from Warrior of Light. Warren isn't. No, he's got Sun Ring for that. Aeroth, he's not going to be primarily damaging here. And it's hard to say who we give it to. Let's just give it to Hartman. Let's just give it to Hartman, why not? It is very potent indeed. 30% damage until camp. Okay then. The light did go down there, sadly. We might have actually got a surprise if it didn't go down. Tick that back up. We've got an Enchantress. We've got some more annoying enemies. I think we mark her to lower that dodge, and then we try and kill her in one hit with one of our other units. If we can outspeed her anyway. We do outspeed her. Hound's Rush should do 13 to 23, plus a bleed for 2, so if it does 15, she's dead. Okay, it did. Nice. So that's an annoying stress unit down. We've got some bleed coming our way. There's a Ren for the old gods. Just crit and bled us. So I think I'm going to bandage that up immediately. We have bandages for a reason. Well, we have bandages because we had to bring that bandage, to be fair, but it frees up an inventory slot and it seems like a good use for it. 12 to 26 on both of you because you're both humans. I think we'll go for the front guy here just because our Arbalist cannot hit the front guy very easily. And then we'll shoot this guy. Ah, to be fair, I should have gone for this guy now I think about it. Or we could just crit, but we should have like focused down the back guy there who hadn't attacked yet. But we got lucky, so, you know, no punishment for us. We'll just grab our kill here. We'll heal up during the next fight. We get a Jade back again, so we technically have 500 gold worth of Jade right now if we didn't dump it. That's fine, everything is fine, there's no problems in the world. Let's be optimistic. Okay, 2 empty rooms ahead. However, one of them has a corridor battle, so we shall go this way to get to this room instead of this way to get to this room. We've got a lot of empty rooms actually. This dungeon is going to be completed surprisingly fast. That just gives us more time to prep for the next dungeon on Thursday's stream. If we have time left over after this mission, we have time to prep for Thursday's stream, don't we? As long as I don't forget I actually prepped for that. Okay, first hunger there. Hopefully we don't suffer any more than 1 more hunger now, otherwise we could be in trouble. We do get a scout out, there is a corridor battle and an empty room, so we didn't even have to go down that corridor, we can just backtrack. I mean, we would get more treasure for doing them corridor battles, but it's better to play safe than sorry. Plus, that would mean more walking, which means we're more likely to have to deal with hunger in the party. So we'll avoid corridor battles whenever we can, even though it is potentially more treasure. Stacks contents are yours, bit more gold, don't mind if I do. There's a second hunger already, so we might not be able to have a feast if we get, like, even 1 more hunger right now. Sound the trap, please. Good job, Warren. You do me proud, son. I'll be in a Discord when the stream's over, Pro, so I can have a chat with you and the other guys after the stream's over. I'm always in the Discord server after the stream's over, so if you guys will have a voice chat with me, just be in the Discord server after the stream's over, we can have a chat. Okay, we get a surprise there, great. That's the lantern is doing its work. Here's the question, do we mark the spawn or do we mark the corpse eater? I think we mark the corpse eater, but we're not going to be killing it yet, we're going to be killing the spawn first. 7 is 16 damage on the spawn, there's 12, we should be able to kill it in 1 more attack. It's dead. And then we still get 1 marked attack off on the corpse eater here for an extra 90% damage. So that was the best play, instead of marking the swine spawn. Didn't even get the weakened prey off, so it's basically a flawless fight. Yeah, I think we did it right. Easy fight.
Perhaps the turning point.
I suppose we might have been able to kill the spawn in 1 hit if we marked it and then be able to focus down the corpse eater after, but the way that worked out there, that worked out extremely well. Pack's already been looted, that's fine. Keep that torchlight up. We've got plenty of torches left, so there's no problems with that. We've still got 4 shovels, which sadly we haven't had like any obstacles so far. We have got a room battle here. We had to expect at least 1 room battle, seeing as we're doing cleanse. Go for the vulnerability hex on the spawn. It would lower his dodge down to make sure he can't dodge us, as well as making sure he probably dies in 1 hit. Yeah, we should probably make sure he dies in 1 hit. Hit the debuff and the mark. He can't dodge us anymore. 15 to 26. The dog will kill him. Gotta remember to use these dog treats. I haven't used these dog treats in a while. We've still got 2 dog treats left and we're practically at the end of the mission. We can always dump the dog treats there if we need room for loot. 7 to 16 on the Gora. I like their mods. Yeah, let's just go hit the Gora here for 11. Damn, he's on 1 health. I think we'll just snipe him just to make sure he dies. May as well. Guarantee 1 less attack on us. Drums of debilitation misses, so no debuff for us there. Great. Ball and chain is a knockback and stun. It did do both, sadly, but to be fair, we don't need heals that desperately. It would be nice to have a mark, but then you're off suffering from really low speed right now anyway, so not exactly like it's that crucial. Collect bounty, Reaver. 8 to 17. We'll finish him on you for 10 to 21. I might focus down the Marcher here just because I don't want to be Drums of Doom to get stressed out at the party. I'd rather finish the quest with no stress amongst the team than possibly quite a lot of stress. Alright, what you guys been talking about, sorry? What time do you start giveaways? Every Monday, the giveaways begin at 7:15 PM BST, which is GMT +1. And the first code is actually handed out at 7:30. Stream starts at 7, as it does every day. Giveaways start 15 minutes after that, as in we're taking in an entrance. And then we'll actually be, handing out the first code 15 minutes after we start taking entrance. Sometimes I'm too invested in the game to always see what's going on in the chat, but yeah, I'm not ignoring you guys, I love you all, but sometimes I am paying too much attention to the game to see what's constantly going on in the chat. Some games require more concentration than others. With a game like Trove, it's pretty easy to chat to the chat because, it's a game for casuals, filthy casuals. But for a game like this, you don't want to be wasting too much time looking at the chat because you want to get on with the game as well. 30% more damage versus humans, or 50% more damage versus stun. I guess we'll go for the stun bonus. Only get 10, sadly. Demon's Pool can't hit you. I guess we have to vulnerability hex you instead. Or we could just heal our unit up for 1. At least it didn't bleed on the bright side. We're probably not going to be able to stun you now. You have 2 stun buffs. But we'll just kill you instead. That works too. Get that speed buff, potentially the next fight. Grab all the loot. It is not the end of the dungeon yet. We do have 1 more battle coming up. I know we have 2 more battles coming up. Okay then. Which way do we go? Not too sure. I think we'll head up towards the battle without a curio, just because when we head down to the battle with a curio, it may give us loot that fills up our inventory so we can camp out before interacting with the curio before the end of the quest. Min-maxing at its finest. You can always rely on me to min-max to the best potential. I mean, min-maxing is rewarded in this game, isn't it? Thinking about what your party comps are going to be, thinking about their strengths and weaknesses. This game really isn't that bad if you just prepare right. This game seems to be regarded as pretty hard, but I haven't been struggling myself because you just sort of need to know what you're doing. It's a game of logic. That's all. You just got to think about what you're facing and equip yourselves appropriately. Of course, RNG is a big factor as well. You can get screwed by the RNG no matter how much you prepare, but having bad RNG is negated, or at least not made as bad, by a well-prepared team. We get the dodge on that. That was just purely RNG. I can't say that was due to preparation. We'll kill the wretch now, and that just leaves this guy to do his annoying debuffs. We get another dodge. Okay, I feel like I'm getting especially lucky at the moment. That was some pure luck right there. May as well kill this thing before it gets to blight us. And I think we'll try and stun the annoying Marcher here, who's guaranteed to get stunned. So yeah, let's stun the guy who's going to possibly cause stress to our party next turn. This guy's going to ball and chain us for free, possibly a stun and move back, but we resisted both. That's wonderful. Doesn't matter how hard you prepare, RNG can still F you. Yeah, basically, like, I assume you said that before I said it in the stream, but yeah, I agree with you, Blue Sheep, that's exactly right. I guess we should probably use a dog treat here. We can only use it for 2 combats, so we may as well just use it now to have a more guaranteed kill chance in this Marcher. If it does 14, this Marcher's dead, so let's just go for it. May as well use the dog treats because otherwise we're just sort of wasting them. We only have 2 battles left, we have to use the dog treats, we may as well. Is there any point to healing up here? I don't think so. I think we'll just mark him so he dies next turn. We'll just push for a quicker completion of the dungeon. I doubt anyone's going to die in this instance. Like, 32 health is enough to even survive a crit. Collect bounty. Only does 13, sadly. I would have preferred a, you know, a one-hit kill, but what are you going to do? There's our crit. I mean, I wasn't asking for a crit, I was just asking for a high roll, but we get a crit anyway. And now let's go and head back to our last room here. You can interact with bones with certain items, right? I don't think holy water works on it, but I'll give it a try just in case. And you can use holy water on it. Okay, that was just a complete guess. I think I actually never figured out what you were supposed to use on a pile of bones. So, thank goodness we had holy water there. We've actually learned something new. God damn.
A blazing star is born.
Calm down with suggestive talk, Blue Sheep. Don't get too dirty in the chat, please. Save it for the Discord server after the stream, but please don't talk about sex talk with one of the mods in the chat. They're still in this sort of suggestive, inappropriate area of conversation. To be fair, hunger isn't too bad for the party. Sadly, we can't. If we get one more, it's quite bad. But I probably shouldn't have disarmed with Hartman there, but we got it anyway. Oh, we can use our last holy water on the second pile of bones. That worked out really well then. Take that extra loot, why not? And yeah, what was I saying? We can still have a regular meal and not suffer stress damage. Our stress is practically at 0 anyway, so a feast really isn't needed that badly. We've got our last room here. A hulking swine tor could be a big problem. We vulnerability hex the swine tor just to like get some damage in him over time. He does have a dodge stat, but I think we maybe like mark the enchantress. Now let's focus down the swine tor and possibly take some stress damage from the other units. We have stress stealing abilities, but a swine tor can really ruin our day if it successfully manages to use a ball rush on us. We're going to get stressful incantations, we avoid it, so that's even better for us. It's like a 50% chance to stun. Do we just go for the Hound's Rush instead? I'm pretty sure this guy has to use Ball Rush from at least the 2nd spot onwards, so this guy has to use Trot Retreat on his first turn. Oh my god, not the Stumbling Scratch! You bastard! That dodge just saved our life. I didn't even think the Gladiator was going to use Stumbling Scratch to allow this guy to use his bloody Ball Rush. That was so lucky for us. That was some good RNG there, we dodged that. That could have gone so much worse. This guy has to die now, because if this guy gets a Stumbling Scratch off, and this guy follows up with a Ball Rush, we're in big trouble. We avoid the stressful incantation again, which is wonderful. The Stumbling Scratch does happen. Can we just kill you with a collect bounty? We do. Good.
The greater the glory.
I've never been so scared of Stumbling Scratch in my whole life. Stumbling Scratch could have really just screwed us there, but thankfully we got lucky. I think it's too like game specific to become a quote. Well, I don't know. Is it really quote worthy to make it one of our new quotes? I'm not too sure. Unfortunate dodge there, but Hound's Rush should finish the job. Also, I could have made that fight a lot easier just by using a dog treat at the start. Gotta remember to use the bloody dog treats. I wish your game could give me like an automatic tooltip to say, hey, you have dog treats you haven't used yet. Remember to use them. Remember you have dog treats. Alright, blind fire. Just go for the kill, I suppose. 8 damage. Can we attack you again? Yes, we can. And we just overkill you for a ludicrous amount of health, which I'm okay with. I don't mind. Continue adventuring. All we have here is a meat table, so it doesn't really matter. We'll have our camp out. Stress is practically at 0, so may as well just eat half the food. We don't need any health. I mean, we do need health, but we may as well just sell the extra 2 food for a bit more money. I believe we can avoid nighttime ambush with Hound's Watch, so we'll do that. We don't need buffs. We just literally need to bring the stress down to 0, and then that is the night right there. None of you guys have anything like cool and interesting we can take advantage of? Not really, nope. Okay, we'll just use Therapy Dog just to bring everyone's stress down to 0, and that is the night. We don't need to do anything else. No nighttime ambush, stress is 0, quest complete.
We require only the strength to follow it.
I mean, I could only really do the South Park quote if I actually named the guy Kenny Blue Sheet. I can't say, oh my god, he killed Kenny, unless I actually have a hero called Kenny. It'd be funny if somebody called Kenny was actually, you know, got named after one of our characters. Then I could make the joke, but I'm not making the joke for a random name. Just wouldn't fit. Okay, we get a crap ton of crests again. Some more portraits, a lot of treasure. I am okay with this. We get 2 diseases, which isn't wonderful. You get syphilis, which has to go. That is extremely terrible. Bulimic really isn't that bad. Well, bulimic, I think is how you say it. Intense craving for alcohol. What does that mean? That's strange. I have no idea what intense craving for alcohol does. Does that mean there's like, oh, moonshine barrels? Yeah, you'll probably like always interact with moonshine barrels. That's probably what's going on. Less stress heals received. Cove Adventurers gotten rid of for balanced. They're both kind of meh. Okay, and random has unyielding for death blow resist, which I'm okay with. Alright then, return to town.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Syphilis indeed. Bro, you need to like be careful how much messages you're posting. You just keep... Like, every time you're in here, you're kind of posting way too many messages to get your point across. Just put it in one message. Don't put, like, 5 messages. Like, you don't have to put every single message of your sentence as a separate message. Calm down a little bit and don't clog up the chat, because I might end up missing messages if you're constantly taking up the entire screen of the chat. Every line you post is one potential less line I can see from other guys, so please don't be a spammer pro. Just put your message in one sentence, even if it is in all caps, I don't care. Just don't post 10 times for something silly. Thank you. Alright, we should probably go to the sanitarium to start off with and treat these diseases. Wasting sickness isn't too bad, but creeping cough and hysterical blindness are both really sucky, so I should probably treat Jonas's creeping cough here. Treat that for 900. I think we should get the final upgrades. We should get the medical ward upgrade here to increase the slots to 3, because we need to treat 3 diseases. Haemophilia is kind of bad, pretty bad. Wasting sickness is not too bad. Warren's Bulimic isn't too bad. Hartman's syphilis has to go, so syphilis is going now. Goodbye, syphilis. Any more annoying diseases? The Red Plague and Vertigo are both very bad, so I guess we're getting rid of this disease as well. Red Plague, preferably Vertigo will go to. There's 3 guys being treated for diseases. We need to treat some more, but we'll get around to that when we get around to that. Okay then. Now, do we need to treat any quirks? I mean, I haven't really treated quirks for a while. I don't really care about quirks too much unless it's like really bad and it's not severe and we can treat it quickly. And we haven't really contracted anything that bad recently that we need to treat immediately. So no, nothing's that bad. What are we going to do for our next dungeon here? We can't go on an apprentice quest. We can't take on the apprentice boss. We have to go on a veteran or a champion boss. We could get away with a veteran boss, couldn't we? We'd have to bring an apprentice with us though, so it'd be Aeroth, Hartman, Whisper, and I guess either Rambo or Happy if we brung one of them. So what happens if we go on a medium quest next stream? We can get another sun ring. It wouldn't hurt to have 2 sun rings, to be fair. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a second sun ring. Or we can go on a long champion quest here next stream to get an Ancestor's Pistol, which is pretty good. Ancestor's Handkerchief, Guardian Shield. Interesting, to say the least. Basically, this is like for a unit who camps at the back and just spams the Protect spell. Very interesting way to play Man-at-Arms, I suppose. Then we've got all this stuff here. Ancestor's Musket Ball might be alright. Look at this. Plus 5% crit, plus 15% damage of range skills. This would be a really nice item to have. A long quest in the Weald. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on this Ancestor's Musket Ball. So what could we bring here? We could bring Gamer. He's good to go now. It's a quest in the Weald. He's not that bad in the Weald, right? He is sickly for disease resist, but he's naturally better in the Weald, so you'd be pretty good to bring for this. Would bring Gamer if we're going to bring anyone. So bring Gamer. Don't really know what spot you're going to be in yet. Starbang would be alright. You're Weald Explorer as well, so that'd help. Although you have like 3 bonus things. Or Scouting Chance in the Weald would be alright though. Scouting is generally useful, especially for an Explore 90% of rooms. It helps us to avoid more rooms, so yeah. We'll bring you. Oh, you are Weald Phobe though, so maybe we won't. Nah, screw that, I don't like Weald Phobe. We'll bring our other vessel instead. Where's our other vessel at? Seaweed. Yeah, there's nothing that bad about going to the Weald for you. Nothing that great either, but it's probably better to bring you. The Seaweed will be at the back. Hollow is a bit too stressed out to be at the front here for now. Although you are Weald Explorer, so it might not be the worst idea to bring you. Maybe we'll bring you. Or we could bring Zack Attack instead. Less disease resist. Maybe we'll bring a Zack Attack just because we'll be able to treat a disease for free using Snuffbox during the mission. Do we have another champion who's diseased? How's Tyler doing? He's got Haemophilia for bleed resistance lowered. Maybe we'll bring Tyler instead. And we get rid of his Haemophilia through a camp out using Gamer. Save a bit of money. Use that Snuffbox there. There's nothing that bad about the Weald for you, right? Yeah, nothing that bad about going to the Weald for you, so that's okay. So bring Tyler, get rid of his disease during the mission. Then we need a final person. Do we bring Hollow? Do we bring Hollow? You're a Weald Explorer, nothing bad for the Weald. Yeah, we'll bring Hollow, I suppose. Hollow seems like he's pretty good for this mission. He does have a bit of stress, but we could always treat it at our first camp out. We could get away with having a bit of stress on Hollow here. It is 37 stress, though. Maybe that's a bit too risky to go with. Unsighted is not spamming. Like, you have just as many messages posted recently as Kawaii, so don't argue, you two. Stop being childish. Please. Bring Blue Sheep? Oh yes, 2 bonuses in the Weald. Hell yeah, we're bringing Blue Sheep. We could just go for the double Highwayman setup. We could have a melee Highwayman and we could have a ranged Highwayman. That might not be the worst idea. Yeah, let's go with the double Highwayman play. I like that. It'd work pretty well, I think. So this is what we're going to be doing. Gatling Gun. Alright then. That's apparently what the setup's called. 2 Highwaymen, a Grave Robber, and a vessel as Gatling Gun. Sure thing game. Don't know why. Why would it be called Gatling Gun? I suppose we do have 2 gunners as well as a person who can throw knives, so in a way it's sort of like a lot of thrown projectiles, and it's a bit weird. But yeah, we'll go Gatling Gun. Alright. End of the stream now, guys. We have our current setup ready. We haven't got them equipped with trinkets yet, but we know who's going on this mission. hopefully they'll actually stay equipped for this mission, so we don't end up forgetting. But we've just hit the end of the stream time limit now, guys, so we're going to be ending the stream here. Thanks for watching.